Welcome back to the Sonic Unleashed playthrough. Today we start Atopos, based on the Greek city of Mykonos, I believe.
Magical.
What do you figure that was all about?
And look at that, he can juggle, isn't that amazing?
Well, you know, he is the fastest thing alive. He must have some extra skills.
So, is this what you usually look like?
Yeah, this is the
This is the
real
room.
Love this bit of character animation. He's so cocky.
Where'd you go?
You know what I love is like this is the in-game cutscenes, and just in terms of facial expression and lip syncing, they match the CGI cutscenes from 06.
Oh my, is that some Dan Green I hear there?
Oh my god!
Oh man, Dan Green with the most delicious ice cream I've ever seen in my life. Could this get
Yes.
any better? It's everything I wanted from a cutscene.
What about your memory?
I guess when there was, I think in the beginning there were I'm not sure if we're allowed to say this time, but I think there were rumours that Knuckles and Shadow might be appearing in this game.
They're not in the game.
Okay, I just want to make sure you didn't want to have that spoiled. But I mean, when the Wii version first came out, there were some rumours that, you know, people thought that Knuckles and Shadow would just be in the 360 version, and I guess that people playing this game and seeing that Dan Green was voicing that guy was thinking, well, maybe if Dan Green's voicing that guy, he'll be voicing Knuckles as well.
No, he's not.
For somebody who knows you, Chip.
I'm glad about that. You know, I'm glad that they finally just stopped shoehorning in characters where it's not needed.
What do you think?
So what do you think of Chip's voice in comparison to his Japanese one?
Well, his Japanese voice is very high pitched, isn't it?
To be honest, I hate it. I prefer the English one.
So I'll be honest with you. When I first heard the Japanese version, I thought it kind of, for that type of character, I thought it kind of fit. And then when I heard the English version, I didn't like it that much. But after the first couple of cutscenes, I just grew to love it. If I'm honest.
May I just say that you don't actually have to talk to these people. You can go straight to the first level. But you know, I just want to show you a bit around the hub first.
Yeah, you don't have these hubs in the Wii version. You get, it's essentially it's a menu screen where like there'll be like a picture of the world. What's this place called again? I keep forgetting.
Atopos.
Atopos, with like a picture of Atopos with like with some signs saying that says, you know, like bakery, you know, back alley, such and such. You click on it, and then there's like normally there's one person you speak to, and then a lot of the time all they say is crap. Occasionally they give you stuff like a piece of soundtrack to listen to, and occasionally they give you like keys and stuff which help you progress, but you don't really. It's yeah. I was just being annoyed because we were promised that they would be optional.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure they show us how unoptional in the Wii version. Like, do you literally have to walk around the hubs in the 360 version?
I've only had to speak to people like in a mandatory way only once.
No, but I mean, like, do you have to actually go through the hubs, or is there just an option just to like skip straight to the level?
Oh no, you have to go through just to get to the level area, but besides that, nothing. No.
I gotcha.
This is quite the perfect first level to kind of get to grips with things. Really, it's not too easy, but it's not too hard either.
It's very, compared to the Wii version, it's very narrow. In the Wii version, there's actually a bit more space to walk around in there.
Well, that doesn't really make any sense given what it's based on.
Well, yeah, but it's just... Wow, I would say he seems to be going a lot faster, and especially, one problem I have with the Wii version, is something a lot of people have as well, that for some strange reason, when it goes to the 2D perspective, Sonic really loses speed. It literally makes no sense as to why it would happen, but he gets it a lot slower when it goes to 2D.
How odd. May I just say this level bears a striking resemblance to one in Rush, which I can't name right now.
Which one? What, 1 or 2?
The first one.
Water Palace?
That's probably the one, yeah.
Is that the one where it has back-to-back playing on the soundtrack?
I believe so, yeah.
Yep, this is that. This whole jumping from rails bit isn't in the Wii version either. Of course, the Wii version, its daytime levels were of course made by Dimps, who made the Advance and Rush series, some of the best games to come from the Sonic franchise over the last 5 years.
Oh yeah, I loved Rush, great game. Now these cannons are activated in a few ways. There's the usual one, which is like X. X is just go forward, but if you hold A, you'll go up.
What did you think of the music in this level?
I didn't like it at first, but to be honest, it's grown on me as I've been playing through the levels.
I love this music. It's of course some of the quick time actions in this game.
Some people hate them, some people love them. I'm kind of in the middle, to be honest.
I don't mind it if it's for stuff like that. If it's just for something like jumping above something, I don't mind it. It's when it will come on it later. It's when it's used for other stuff.
Right, you may have seen me picking up medals with suns and moons on them. You will need these to unlock levels later in the game, so I would suggest you pick up now so you don't have to later.
Another annoying, it's only a small thing, but it's kind of an annoying thing in the Wii version, is that, how you failed.
I did that on purpose because, let me just say this, if you want the cutscene for the very first opening, you'll need to check down here. Let's just have a quick look. There we go. Alright, please continue.
Okay, this actually helps my point. In the Wii version, essentially, when you don't have sun and moon medals or videotapes stuff, you just have boxes, and when you hit them it says you got an item. It doesn't tell you if it's a medal, if it's a movie clip, if it's a sound clip. I mean, obviously it doesn't really affect the game, you know, I wouldn't score it any less points for that. It's just slightly annoying because if you're going through looking for medals to like open up new levels and stuff, you don't know what you're getting.
Now, the leveling up system is quite easy, really. You can choose between Sonic or the Werehog. I would suggest leveling up the Werehog first, because you will come to some trouble if you're not very good at fighting.
In the Wii version, the Werehog is the only one that actually levels up, and it's completely different. It is a lot of just in terms of basic design. It's extremely different from the Wii. I think, as a lot of people assume, the game would, the two games would essentially be the same, only with differences in daytime levels. But then, there's a lot of differences between the two versions. Nope.
Outpost is quite nice at night, especially the music.
Yeah. I do like the cutscenes. I mean, they're just so well made. I mean, if you were to show me that, I would probably think it was maybe one of the CGI cutscenes from 06, because just comparing how these look and move compared to the 06 cutscenes, it's like it's on a different bloody console.
I believe they coined the term spectral lighting. Don't quote me on that, but they used a special brand of light to achieve this kind of animation.
Oh yeah, because the director, I forget his name, but one of his goals was, the reason why the Hedgehog Engine spent 3 years wasn't just because it was for the game physics, it's because they actually spent a lot of time and money rendering lighting programs so that they could try and make the in-game cutscenes look similar to the properly produced CGI ones.
Very nice. Oh, Dan Green is a sad panda.
I never got, what are those things coming out of his head? I never understood what that was.
Dark spirits.
Oh, okay.
We'll see more of that later in the game.
Fuck that ice cream, man! He looks like, a out of work, really overweight Luigi.
He really does. No, I'll tell you who he looks like. A lot of people pointed this out. He looks like Morshu from the Zelda CDI games. Ice cream, you want it? Come back when you're a bit richer. Now, I love how they don't dwell on the stretchy arms. They just say, this could be good, that's it.
I love the look on his face, like, what the fuck, man, shut up. Shut your whole mouth.
Now, in terms of just controlling the Werehog, he's actually quite easy. You use Y for a strong punch, X is like slash, and you can hold the right trigger to run. So he's not really slow at all.
I will say, I've looked forward a bit at some of your Werehog footage. The Werehog seems a lot better to control than the Wii version, because basically on the Wii version, I only use the GameCube controller because I've heard that trying to use the Wiimote for the Werehog is quite bad. So on the GameCube controller, the shoulder button's attack, and you don't have a strong or like slash attack. It's just basically left. The L button is the left punch, right button is the R punch. It works fine for about 5 minutes, but it really starts to cause pain to your fingers.
Around the hubs there's like music and whatnot, Skyed. More of the hub will open up as you go through. Let me just point this out. That door right there leads to an optional night level, so yeah, you get that for free. Right, join us in part 3 where we do the Werehog's first night level. Bye bye.
Magical.